Ever wish you could just like wave a magic wand and make all the tedious parts of project management vanish? Poof, gone.
Yeah.
Well, what if I told you the magic wand is actually generative AI?
It might just be. Yeah. It's not a fantasy anymore. I mean, generative AI is really transforming project management in ways that we could only dream of just a few years ago.
It really is. And today we're going deep on this. We're doing a deep dive into a blog post by Dobrota Prusith called Revolutionizing Project Management with GenAI and ChatGPT. And in this post, he really lays out exactly how tools like ChatGPT can be used in every single phase of a project.
Yeah.
From brainstorming those initial ideas all the way to wrapping things up.
Absolutely.
It's like having a tireless assistant by your side.
Yeah.
But one that runs on algorithms.
Yeah, and what I think is so fascinating is that Prusith really grounds this whole AI revolution in the solid framework of the PMBOK guide.
Right.
And for those who maybe aren't familiar, PMBOK stands for the Project Management Body of Knowledge. So it's this globally recognized set of standards for the field.
Yeah.
So it's not about throwing out what we know.
Right.
It's about amplifying it with AI.
Exactly.
Which is, I think, the real game changer here.
Yeah. So let's unpack this. Let's start with that initiating phase.
Okay.
You know, that really critical moment where you're defining the project's purpose.
Right.
Getting everyone on board. Prusith highlights how ChatGPT can actually help you draft the project charter, which is like the project's birth certificate.
Exactly. And this is where prompt engineering comes in.
Yes.
You really need to give ChatGPT clear instructions so that it can understand what you need.
Yeah.
And the blog even gives you a SAML prompt that you can adapt for your own project.
That's great.
So you can kind of see how it works in action.
So imagine you're feeding your project goals, and key information into ChatGPT.
Right.
And it spits out this polished draft of your charter.
Yeah.
Complete with all the essential elements. Talk about a time saver.
Huge time saver. But, the real magic, I think, happens when you start to think about the strategic implications.
Yeah.
Instead of spending hours wrestling with wording and formatting.
Right.
You can focus on what really matters.
Yeah.
Refining that project vision and getting buy-in from your stakeholders.
Which is key.
Absolutely.
At the beginning of any project.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it doesn't stop there.
Yeah.
Right? Prusith also talks about using AI to identify stakeholders during this initial phase. He explains how you can kind of feed potential stakeholder information into ChatGPT.
Right.
Maybe from an Excel sheet or something like that.
Yeah.
And the AI can analyze it and suggest relevant stakeholder groups based on those project details.
Exactly. And I think this is where providing context is super crucial. The more information that you can give ChatGPT, the more nuanced and accurate its suggestions will be.
Oh, that makes sense.
You can even brainstorm with it about each stakeholder's potential impact on the project. Really making sure you're not overlooking any key players.
So it's not just about identifying names on a list. It's really about understanding their roles and their potential influence.
Precisely.
On the project. And this is just the beginning.
Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Once you move into the planning phase, things get even more interesting. ChatGPT can help generate templates.
Oh, yeah.
For that entire project management plan. From, defining the scope, scheduling tasks, managing risks, resources, the whole 9 yards.
The whole thing.
Prusith even provides tips on breaking down that plan into like these manageable sections.
Right.
And using iterative prompts to kind of refine each part.
It's a really smart approach.
So instead of staring at a blank page, you've got this AI-powered assistant.
Yeah.
That can create a solid framework for your plan.
Yeah.
And it's all aligned with PMBOK standards.
Exactly.
So, you're covering all your bases.
You're not going to miss anything critical.
Right.
And it's huge time saver.
Yeah.
But it's also about, I think, enhancing the quality of your planning.
Right.
Because by taking care of all those tedious formatting and structural elements, ChatGPT frees you up to focus on those strategic aspects of the plan.
Yeah.
So you can think critically about the scope in it all, analyze the risks, and optimize your resource allocation.
Let's dive into some of those specific planning tasks.
Okay.
Prusith mentions using ChatGPT to create detailed scope statements and work breakdown structures.
Right.
These are essential for making sure everyone understands exactly what's included in the project.
Yes.
How will be broken down into those manageable tasks.
And again, it all comes back to that prompt engineering.
Mm-hmm.
The blog even gives you specific components of a scope statement that you can feed to ChatGPT.
Oh, wow.
Like your objectives, deliverables, assumptions, and constraints.
That's great. So it's like having that PMBOK checklist.
Exactly.
Built right in.
Built right into your AI assistant.
And you can iterate with ChatGPT, refining that scope statement till it's perfect.
Until it's perfect.
But what about creating the schedule? Those Gantt charts.
Oh, yeah.
Can be such a headache to build and maintain.
Well, that's where ChatGPT's ability to generate Gantt charts really shines.
Okay.
Imagine inputting task durations and dependencies. You know, those task A must be completed before task B kind of things.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT will automatically create a visual representation of your project timeline.
Oh, wow.
The blog even has tips on specifying your preferred layout for the Gantt chart.
Okay.
So it's tailored to your needs.
So we're not just talking about some generic template here.
No.
You're really customizing
it.
And think about the strategic implications of that.
Huge implications.
You know, automating the creation and updates.
Yeah.
You free up time to proactively manage the project.
Exactly.
Anticipate potential bottlenecks.
Right.
Optimize those resources, make sure everything stays on track.
It's like having a virtual project manager.
Right.
Working alongside you, but one that never needs a coffee break.
Exactly.
Never gets sick. Always there.
But let's face it, no project plan is complete without a budget.
True.
And I think we can all agree that crunching numbers isn't the most exciting part of the job.
No, it's not the most glamorous part.
So how can AI help us with this?
Well, ChatGPT might just make it a bit more palatable.
Okay.
Prusith explains how AI can be used to analyze historical project data and predict costs for your current project.
Interesting.
And it's not just about generating numbers. The real value is in the insights that AI can provide about resource allocation and budget management.
So instead of blindly plugging numbers into a spreadsheet,
right,
you're getting data-driven recommendations that can help you make informed decisions about your budget.
That's the key.
The blog even suggests, providing detailed inputs to ChatGPT, like specific resource costs, task durations, any known budget constraints you might have.
All those little details that matter.
And you can even ask it to provide cost breakdowns for different project components, giving you a really granular view of where your money's going.
It's like having a virtual financial analyst on your team.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered scope, schedule, budget.
Yeah.
But there's one more crucial element of this planning phase that we can't overlook.
Okay.
Risk management.
Of course.
No project is immune to unexpected challenges, right?
Absolutely. And this is where AI's ability to analyze vast amounts of data becomes a superpower.
Okay.
Prusith explains how you can use ChatGPT to identify and assess those potential risks for your project.
So instead of just relying on your own experience and intuition,
right,
you've got this AI-powered tool that can scan for those potential pitfalls based on data from countless past projects.
Exactly. And the key to getting the most out of ChatGPT here is to provide detailed descriptions of the potential risks, including their likelihood and potential impact. And you can even categorize risks by technical, operational, or financial to guide ChatGPT's analysis.
So it can really zero in
on what matters.
The blog even mentions that ChatGPT can actually suggest mitigation strategies.
Oh, yeah.
For the risks that it identifies.
It's incredible.
So it's like having a risk management consultant built right in.
It really is.
To your AI assistant.
Yeah. Powerful stuff. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of GenAI and project management.
Yeah, in the last part we were talking about how AI can help us identify stakeholders.
Yeah.
Even draft those comprehensive project plans. It's pretty amazing how these tools can really sift through information and generate those insights that might have taken us hours, if not days, to uncover on our own.
Yeah, and I think what's really important to remember is that it's all about amplifying our human expertise.
Right.
Not replacing it.
Yeah.
We're still the ones steering the ship.
Yeah.
But now we've got this powerful AI engine helping us navigate.
Exactly. So let's set sail into the executing phase, where that project plan actually comes to life.
Right.
Now, one of the biggest challenges in this phase, I think, is, managing tasks.
Yeah.
Making sure everyone's on the same page.
Absolutely.
So how can AI help us with this?
Well, imagine being able to automate task assignments based on your team's skills and their availability.
Okay.
Pruseth explains how you can feed this information into ChatGPT, and it can actually assign tasks intelligently.
Wow.
Making sure that the right people are working on the right things at the right time.
That sounds like a dream come true.
It's pretty amazing.
No more, endless back and forth emails.
Right.
Trying to juggle everyone's schedules manual.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the initial assignments.
Right.
ChatGPT can also monitor progress, generate reports.
Okay.
Even send out reminders, keeping everyone on track without you having to micromanage every little detail.
So it's like having this tireless project coordinator.
Yeah.
Who's always on top of things.
Absolutely, but let's not forget about communication.
Right.
Which is absolutely crucial in this phase.
Yeah.
Pruseth talks about using AI-powered chatbots to streamline communication and keep that information flowing smoothly.
Okay, so think about all those routine questions that team members often have. Instead of having to answer them individually, you can train a chatbot.
Right.
To handle those queries.
Exactly.
Freeing up your time to focus on those more strategic issues.
It's a huge time saver, and I think it also helps reduce interruptions.
Yeah.
And keep everyone focused.
But how do you ensure that the chatbot is providing accurate and consistent information?
That's a great question, and it all comes down to training.
Okay.
You need to feed the chatbot with all the relevant project documentation guidelines, FAQs.
So the more information it has,
the better equipped it'll be to handle all those different queries.
And as we discussed before, defining those communication channels, frequency stakeholders up front is essential.
Absolutely.
That way the chatbot knows who to contact when ensuring a smooth flow of information.
Without overwhelming anyone.
Right, exactly.
All right, now moving on to the monitoring and controlling phase.
Okay.
This is where we really start to see the power of AI's data analysis capabilities.
Yeah.
Remember those Gantt charts we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Well, imagine integrating them with your project management software.
Yeah.
And feeding that data into an AI engine.
So instead of just seeing a static timeline, you're getting real-time insights.
Exactly.
Into project progress, potential bottlenecks, even early warning signs of things going off track.
It's like having this constant pulse on the project's health, allowing you to make those adjustments and course corrections before small issues turn into big problems.
And it's not just about schedules, right?
Yeah.
AI can analyze data from all aspects of the project.
That's right.
Budget, resources, risks.
You're getting a really comprehensive view of how things are progressing.
This level of, real-time monitoring and data analysis would have been unimaginable just a few years ago.
It's a game changer.
It really is a game changer for project managers.
For sure.
But what about those inevitable moments when things don't go according to plan?
Right.
Change is a constant in any project.
Absolutely. And that's where change control comes in. Now imagine being able to feed a change request into an AI system that can analyze its potential impact on the project's scope, schedule, and budget.
That would be incredibly helpful in deciding whether to approve or reject a change request.
Huge.
No more guesswork or relying on gut feelings.
You're getting those data-driven recommendations based on the AI's analysis of the project and the proposed change.
Yeah.
The blog post even suggests using ChatGPT to help you draft responses to change requests.
Oh, wow.
Ensuring that consistency and clarity in your communication.
So you're streamlining that entire change control process, making it more efficient and transparent.
And by automating some of those more tedious aspects, you free up time to focus on the strategic implications of the proposed changes.
But eventually every project comes to an end, and that's where the closing phase comes in.
Right. This phase is often seen as tedious and administrative heavy.
Yeah.
But Pruseth highlights how AI can streamline it and even extract some really valuable insights.
Interesting.
Think about generating final reports, documenting lessons learned, creating those project closure documents, tasks that can take hours of manual effort.
It's like having a dedicated virtual assistant who takes care of all that paperwork, ensures everything is properly documented and archived.
And as Pruseth points out, this frees you up to focus on the most valuable aspect of the closing phase. Analyzing those project outcomes and extracting those key learnings for future projects.
So it's not just about wrapping things up neatly.
No.
It's about turning that closing phase into a valuable learning opportunity.
Absolutely.
Using AI to extract those insights that can improve future projects.
Yeah, and this is where AI's ability to analyze feedback and identify patterns really shines.
Yeah.
ChatGPT can help you sift through all that project data feedback from team members and stakeholders.
Right.
Even historical project information to pinpoint key insights that you might have overlooked.
Yeah, that's great. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into GenAI and project management.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
From AI-powered brainstorming
right.
to, automated risk assessment, even, those closing documents that everyone dreads.
Yeah, nobody likes doing those.
So what's really striking to me is how this technology is really poised to reshape the very fabric of how we manage projects.
It is. It's not just about automating tasks. It's about really augmenting our human capabilities.
Right.
Allowing us to work smarter and more strategically.
It's like having a superpowered co-pilot.
Yeah.
Who can help us navigate all the complexities of project management. But we're still the ones in the captain's seat.
Right. We're making those key decisions, guiding the project to success.
Exactly. And one of the key skills that will be essential in this new era of AI-powered project management is prompt engineering.
Absolutely.
As we've talked about, throughout this deep dive, it's not enough to just throw any old prompt at ChatGPT and expect amazing results.
You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You have to be a little more intentional about it.
We need to be precise, intentional with our instructions.
Yeah.
Crafting prompts that really clearly articulate what we need from the AI.
Like learning to speak the language of these powerful algorithms, understanding how they work and what they're capable of.
Deborah Pruseth actually does a fantastic job in his blog post of providing practical examples.
He does.
Of prompts that are tailored to different project management tasks. It's like having a cheat sheet.
A cheat sheet, exactly.
For communicating effectively with your AI assistant.
Yeah, and as these AI models continue to evolve, prompt engineering is only going to become more crucial.
Yeah.
It's a skill that project managers at all levels should start developing now to stay ahead of the curve.
I agree. Another key takeaway, I think, from our discussion is the importance of integrating AI seamlessly into existing project management workflows. It's not about throwing out all those, tried and true methods that have served us well for so long.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But we can definitely make it better.
It's about finding the right tools for the job.
Right.
Using AI strategically to enhance those existing processes, making them more efficient, data-driven, and ultimately more successful.
Absolutely.
And as Pruseth illustrates in his blog post, there are countless ways to do this. From integrating ChatGPT with your, favorite project management software to using AI-powered chatbots to streamline that communication, keep everyone on the same page. So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's reflect on what this all means for the future of project management. I think it's pretty clear that we're on the verge of a major transformation.
A paradigm shift driven by the power of AI.
Project management is no longer just about Gantt charts and spreadsheets and endless meetings.
Right.
It's about harnessing the power of AI to work smarter, make better decisions, and ultimately deliver exceptional results.
And for those who are eager to embrace this exciting new world, Deborah Pruseth's blog post is an invaluable resource. It's packed with practical advice, real-world examples, a clear vision of how AI is going to revolutionize the way we manage projects.
So if you're intrigued by the possibilities and you want to learn more,
check it out.
We highly encourage you to check it out.
The link will be in the show notes.
Exactly.
So that wraps up our deep dive into the GenAI revolution in project management. Until next time, happy project planning.
Thanks for joining us.